Hi folks, welcome. I'm Chess. This is the Scapegoat Club, and in this video I'm going to address a really big problem that I've omitted in my videos so far. It's an egregious oversight, and in this video I'm going to do my best to make amends for that. So I get a lot of comments from parents who say, yeah, fine, you might have a good reason to estrange, but you don't understand that my awful child has estranged, and you're not talking about how I can deal with that. Yes, you are absolutely right, because this isn't my area of expertise, but over the years that I've been doing this channel and working with estrangement, I have put together a list of 9 things that I see, 9 commonalities in how parents deal with these type of horrendous children. So let's get into it. So it really seems that the first step to take is to really get angry at that child and tell them exactly what you're seeing. Let that rage out. Tell them how entitled you think you are. Tell them how selfish you think you are. You could tell them that they're being amoral, that perhaps they're being woke, perhaps they're just the kind of person that doesn't have the moral integrity that you brought your children up to be. Get angry, get loud, get in your face as much as you can, because that seems to really make people feel better. The second thing, if that's not working, get angry at everybody else. Bring as many other people as you can into this argument. Bring other family members, bring other siblings, bring aunts, uncles. It doesn't really matter actually. Just bring them all in and tell them what is wrong with your child, and let the world know that this is absolutely not okay, that morals are falling apart, that the end of the world is going to happen because these kids just don't get it, damn them. And of course, we live in the world of social media, so if you told everybody around them, get onto social media and rage there. And the brilliant thing about doing it online is you can just leave a comment, you can just throw it out in a Facebook group, on Reddit, on YouTube channels like this one. You can just throw it out and then leave it. You don't have to hang around and wait for people to come back and question your logic, question your arguments. It's brilliant. So get online, get out there as much as you can, and again, tell everybody how disappointed, how awful your child is, and just what a terrible situation this is. And if only they knew what you were thinking and they'd sort themselves out, things would be a hell of a lot better. Okay guys, so yeah, I hear what you're saying. Maybe this is too much. Maybe anger and rage is a little bit of a blunt instrument. Maybe that's too much for some people. So if you want to go for a slightly more subtle approach, these next few are going to be for you. The first one is, and this is a brilliant move, proclaim your emotional superiority to your child. What you want to do is get out there and tell everybody, tell them, it doesn't really matter who, but just say how hurt you are, how terrible this is, and really get into the desperation of your emotional situation, because god damn it, it's gonna be so much worse than anybody else can even possibly understand. You have been wronged, haven't you? You have been desperately wronged, and you've got every reason to throw that out, especially to your child, especially to them, because they did it to you. They did it to you. They did that to you. They've hurt you so much, and they need to pay, don't they? Yeah, look at them. They've just estranged. They're just off living their amazing life. They don't give a shit about you. Yeah, they need to pay for this. And so if spewing your emotional anguish over anybody else who will listen doesn't work, try this. Try instead to proclaim your spiritual, religious, or moral superiority to your child. Because let's face it, it says somewhere in a Bible somewhere, or who knows where, parents should be honored by their children. Yeah, absolutely. You get on that, you quote the scriptures, and you're going to show everybody just how enlightened you are, because you can quote that book, or because you attend that worship group, which I think often say everybody welcome. But anyway, you are special, you are chosen, you are following the letter of what your religious or moral beliefs are, and if they're not going to get in line, then well, you are just better than they are. And think generally what we can apply to religious arguments, we can often apply to political arguments. So if they understood your political leanings, then we probably wouldn't be in this mess, because to be honest, those people on the other side of the bench, on the other side of this belief system, there's a hell of a lot of stuff that they have to answer for. So why not just throw that on your kids as well? And if they don't listen, just say it louder. The last superiority I have on my list, and there may be more, so you guys let me know, but I think you can also proclaim your intellectual superiority when it comes to estrangement. Parents can claim that they absolutely understand their children, that they know everything about them, and they know everything about estrangement, and they've done their homework, they've done their therapy, they've spoken to their friends, they know everything. And of course, in doing all that work, they know that their children are wrong. So yes, absolutely, when you are intellectually superior to your child, you should tell them that you understand it better than they do and that they are incorrect. It makes parents feel better because they can take that high ground. They've got some facts somewhere that they dredged up from behind somebody else's couch that they're going to throw out. And they're going to say that that means that they understand. And again, they are better, they are right. And then again, we can just sit there and tell the world what pieces of crap your children are because they don't get it. Okay, so the last two, guys, and please, if you're still with me, stay around for the last one, because I personally think it's the best. But number 8 I have on my list is, if you've gone through all these steps, then you might find that you need a wider audience, or that you just need a bit more support. So join an online group somewhere, a closed group, one that doesn't let children in, that really doesn't let any other viewpoints in. Join a closed group of people who think exactly like you. Talk to them. They will reflect your ideas back. You can strengthen each other, and then you can just kind of keep going on this. It's going to be great. Your kids probably aren't going to come back. You're not going to be able to reconcile the relationship, but you've got other people who understand, and that's going to be good, right? Okay, anyway, I'm getting lost because, as I said, this isn't my specific area, but I'm just going to keep going on my list. Number 9. The last thing I have that I think that it's absolutely important for estranged parents of horrible, awful kids to think and to remember is that you can absolutely disinherit that horrendous child. Because if you do that, then you will have an ongoing legacy. It will never be forgotten that you were hard done by, you didn't approve, or that they did something wrong, or whatever the hell went wrong. You will forever be remembered as being right. It's brilliant. So that's the end of the list, and you are welcome. I really hope you found it helpful to deal with all those nasty kids out there. Which, by the way, I'm just going to throw out that I don't quite know who they are. In the years that I've been doing this work, I haven't yet come across one of these horrendous children. I also work in a general therapy practice, which has nothing to do with estrangement as well, and I have yet to have a child walk into my room and go, you know what, Chess, I estranged from my parents today because it's a Thursday and I kind of felt like it, and I just really couldn't give two shits about them. That's what I did today, and damn, it feels good. Yeah, I've never had that conversation. Also, all the studies and the research that I've looked through, and I keep trying to find more on this, they all point to the fact that when children estrange from their parents, they do so because they feel incredibly hurt, and they see some really big flaws in the relationship, and they have also tried to move the relationship forwards. And so, again, why I don't focus on these horrendous children is because I actually don't see that entitled, self-absorbed, selfish kids estrange from their families that much. I'm sure that it does happen sometimes, but hear me out on this. Because if you're a greedy, selfish child who hasn't grown up, really doesn't want to take any responsibility and just wants to loaf around, what better thing to do than loaf around, have a relationship with your parents, have it half-assed, don't care, do whatever they want, keep them happy because you want their estate when they die. You want that inheritance. Maybe if there isn't any, you might bugger off. But if you want it, you are gonna hang around because you know that payout's gonna come. But what I hear and what I feel I come across way more often is it's the children who aren't so worried about the money and the inheritance. They want to have a good relationship with their family. They want the relationship first. The money isn't important. And so they're coming to their parents saying, hey, we can do better here. I want to deepen the connection. I want to have difficult conversations. I want us to have a really solid relationship that's not based on money and that's not based on how things look, how we're perceived. I want to connect with you. And when that doesn't happen, when the child isn't able to relate to the parents on that level, friction happens. And so then the parents' easy way out, the easy answer is to say, well, there's something wrong with the kid. I'm going to get rid of the bad apple. I'm going to cut them off. But actually, if you do that, you could quite easily be cutting off the one that actually really, truly cares about you and isn't just hanging tight for whenever the will gets read. I don't know, guys, but obviously I've made my choices, but I would way rather have people around me who I thought cared about me rather than what my investment portfolio is going to look like when I finally pop my clogs. But anyway, that's me. This is you. Let me know what you think. As always, friends, thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you again soon and on another Scapegoat Saturday. Please take care. Bye for now.